Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy, Baac Boy D Money, aka Davon. Welcome to another episode of BAAC Talk. You know, today I got my Baac family with me.
What's up? We back with another episode of BAAC Talk. It's Amir, 1/3 of the Baac family. All right.
Hello. It's Jasmin, sister of Baac family.
Yep, honorary guest. And today we got a special guest. Go ahead, introduce yourself.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's StupidEddBoi, you know what I'm saying? Local producer here in Savannah, but you know, we try to make it big time. We gonna get out of here, you know?
Yes, sir. Now,
Let's get it.
yeah. So how's everything been with like COVID and everything? You still been able to work?
Yeah, unfortunately they closed down my specific job for about maybe like 3 months, you know what I'm saying? You was there.
Yeah.
But we back at it, you know, mask on, get into it, start room.
Gotta get to that work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So tell us, how have you gotten into music? Like, what made you get into music? Start making beats?
It probably started around when I was maybe like elementary school, playing drums in high school. Grandma, she played the piano, so she was showing me chords and scales like that. As far as like what made me get into making music and making beats, probably just be my inspiration, like Kanye, Pierre Bourne. You know what I'm saying? Studying them boys, see how they take over the game and how they took their creativity and made it to music, you know?
Yeah.
As far as you making your own beats now, is there a certain sound that you want to get your fans familiar to, or is it, you know?
When I first started, I was really like, you know, trying to remake Playboy Cardi beats, you know what I'm saying? Everybody go on YouTube, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But right now, I'm really trying to focus more on like synth leads, like Mike Dean, like with Travis Scott, Kid Cudi, stuff like that.
Okay. Yeah.
So that's what I'm dabbling into, you know, and get learning synth scales, you know what I'm saying? What sounds good, rises, falls, yeah.
Okay. So how many beats do you think you make, you know, I guess per day, per week, or say? Like, how many beats can you put out?
I can arrange maybe, I say the most I do like in a day is 5, but as far as like mixing and finishing the beat, I'll say about 3, 2.
Okay.
If I was making like actual songs, music.
Yeah.
What is like the creative process of actually starting off making a beat? Like,
Yeah,
how do you
I want to know that
start?
too, because something blank and then it's like
Right.
all of a sudden
Start with the drum or something? Like,
Tell us
Some
about
people
that.
start with drones. Usually, most people will start with like melodies. Will
Okay.
find something that sound good in our head. Find a nice song. It's really about sound choice and arrangement.
Yeah.
You can make a beat out of pretty much anything. That's what they do on TikTok now with these challenges.
That's real. Yeah.
But usually, I'll start off with the melody, find a good sound, then I'll counter it with something like let the beat breathe, and then I come in with the drums. You know what I'm saying? Hi-hats, 808 kicks, perks. You know.
It's really cool though how you can start from nothing and you come up with this. Because I think like the beat of a song really makes a song. Like
Nowadays,
I could not even be listening to what the person is saying or rapping. It's just like I really like the beat.
All about the beat.
that's a fact. Yeah.
That's how it be. I asked somebody, I was like, you like this song? They be like, yeah, I just like the beat.
Yeah, I don't know what they're talking about, but I just like beat.
Shit, y'all.
Facts.
Definitely. So, like I say, musically, your inspiration has been, you know, like that Kanye, Kid Cudi sound, everything.
Yeah, boy.
Have you studying them? What have you learned, and what have you like taken out and used as your own, as far as like the process?
I feel as though everybody tries to not steal, but take away from somebody. That's how, you know, ideas get brought up. You know, you better yourself in advance. So I just take their examples, see how they do, like how they'll start off a song or how they'll have their drums hit, and I'll take that and like try to focus on like what I like to hear. Because at the end of the day, if I don't like what I'm hearing,
It's not
nobody's gonna hear it. You know what I'm saying? So
So have you ever taken from like an older song? Because I know people like to
Sample.
remix.
Yeah,
sample. Yeah.
Yeah, I got a couple songs with old samples. Like I sampled Alicia Keys' song. I was talking about that in the back of the store the whole day. But as far as like releasing songs like that, you got to get them clear with like labels, composers, the people who made that beat. So that's like a whole legal process. So as far as like, I could put that song out and I can't make money from it.
Right.
So that's like good exposure, good branding. But as far as making money and making actual production,
Right.
that got to stand on the shelf, you know.
I feel like there's a lot of things that go into it that we just don't know about.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Wow.
It's a music industry.
Yeah.
They always gonna put up some, put up this.
That's how some people like really get, you know, effed over when they first starting off. Like first producers, first artists, you might get you like a bad publishing deal. Like they might sign you for 5 years, $2K.
Yeah.
Like you get paid $2K for 5 years to do what you love. Like, nah, bro.
That's messed
but
up.
it also depends on that person signing the contract. Like, you gotta read.
Yeah.
You gotta know what you're getting yourself into.
You gotta know your ins and outs and your worth, bro.
Yeah.
Know your worth.
Exactly.
That's a big thing.
So do you plan on, ever putting out like a producer's album? Putting out your beats with people rapping over it on?
Yeah.
Like
Well, school's about to start maybe like 2 more weeks. So I was probably gonna put out a beat tape before my birthday, and after my birthday I was gonna put out a whole album. Same beats, artists on the beats. Gonna have my nigga Charles on there.
Stone.
Booty gonna pull up, JD, you know what I'm saying? Whole fam.
All right, you go ahead and shout out your birthday too, so we know.
Oh yeah, 12/16/1998.
Okay.
Turn 22.
So be on the lookout for that.
Yes, welcome. Yes, welcome.
You got a title yet, or it's still in the works?
Beat tape is probably gonna be Stupid Ed Boy Beat Tape Volume 1, but as far as the name for the album, no, I haven't come up with one yet. Still, creativity comes when it comes.
Yeah.
I feel you. All right, so I gotta ask you,
What's up,
top 5 dead or alive?
Top 5 dead or alive.
Can we do so we got top 5 producers, and then of course you got a passion for music. Can we do a top 5 rappers?
All right, bet for sure. Producers, I'll say number 1, Kanye. He's just a creative genius, you know what I'm saying? He has his moments, but who doesn't?
Exactly. Yeah.
So I'll say Kanye. Number 2, Mike Dean.
Okay.
Number 3, from a personal standpoint, I'll say Pyrex Whipper. If people don't know about him, he's a new like 808. Like, Mafia Southside, yeah, he the new our age. He coming up.
All right. Nice.
Pyrex, I'll probably say Pierre. I got one more.
Rock with Pharrell.
I look at Pharrell more as like inspirations, but as far as like putting up there with the Mount Rushmores of my example.
Yeah.
Probably number 5, I'll say. Who made this trippy red beat? D Hill. Bros, I be telling you about. Yeah. He was Future now. Yeah.
Check him out.
Shit, yeah. For sure.
What's the song he made for Trippy?
He made he got one on his the last album, Love Before. It's on the deluxe, but then he's on Drake's what it's called, Dark Lane Demos.
Yeah.
He's on that a lot.
The one with Future.
Okay.
I forgot the name of it.
It's Desires. He made Desires.
That's what it is. Yeah.
He's on Future. He got like 5 songs on High Off Life.
Yeah.
I actually just on the way here, I actually just listened to a song. I forgot what song it was, but I noticed his tagline in the song. So I'm like, oh, okay, he popping up everywhere.
Yeah, Bros on the come up. Yeah.
What's his name? I got
D Hill.
Diesel.
D Hill.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So in the future, what type of artists you plan on working with, as far as either working with producing wise or getting on your tracks? Some producers.
I really want to collab. Like I said, Kanye. Most people, they do labs, like producers, they'll send like one person do a melody, then he'll send it to another person. They'll do the drums. Somebody will do like a couple of rises and falls, adds like some ambient beats in the background. As far as like collabs, I'm not really looking for any. If something pop in my lap or somebody want to collab, like, cause there's a lot of local producers here in Savannah. It's like maybe like more than hands, fingers, toes I can count for sure. But I know I go to school with a couple people. Got my guy Heem. My bro's 808 Papa. He's in Hawaii right now. He in the military, but he make beats. He be sending me stuff. So yeah, as far as like collabs, I'm really trying to look for the come up. Like I ain't really looking to go high up, find somebody who's already in the industry. Like I'm looking for somebody I could come up with. You know what I'm saying?
Respect
grow
that.
it
Grow it and build.
Yeah,
that's good.
Respect that.
That's cool.
Okay. So, we are big on speaking things into existence. Manifestation is a real big thing, especially when you're working towards it. So with that being said, people think, our lives are kind of set in stone from birth. Do you believe you can change the outcome of your life based on the decisions and...
Yeah. All right. Don't get me wrong when I say this. I don't want to offend the room or anybody's beliefs and faith. But I feel as though man is God and we create what we are. You know what I'm saying? So our lives can change any day, at any moment, at any time, at any second. You know what I'm saying? Like one decision in this room could affect your whole fate forever. But if you choose not to do it, then your whole life goes another way. So I feel as though we're in control of our fate and our destiny, and as long as we got a good head on our shoulders, you know, sky's the limit.
Yeah,
for real.
No, that's deep. Yeah,
I believe like the butterfly effect.
Yeah,
it's like if you eat cereal in the morning, like your day could go one way if you choose like Frosted Flakes, but your day can go another way if you choose Captain Crunch. That type of shit.
I actually never heard of that.
If you ain't got no milk, then your whole day just ruined.
No.
Exactly. So I do believe like deep into stuff like that, like each decision, like whether you decide to call somebody that day or decide to not pick up the phone or just different stuff. It's like, if I throw this across the room right now, something might happen that wasn't supposed to happen if I didn't throw it. Something like that. Yeah. So
speaking of that, that's true. Yeah, it's like looking at life. Who said this? You know, people say, you know, heaven or hell afterlife, but a lot of people experience that on Earth. You know, today they experience their heaven and hell. Now you go to another country, or the people that just got bombed. Well, you look over there, like they experiencing hell right now, you know, modern day. So it's like,
all right. So I'm up on the explosions and everything. Were they bombed or were they just like a fire?
I don't know if it was a bomb. It
was explosion.
Yeah, I'm not like an explosion, but you know, I heard some stories about people saying they were bombed, or I heard something. It was just an explosion because of like highly flammable stuff, but.
Don't 100%. No.
I just seen it like blow up like 5 times.
Yeah.
It was just.
It happened in more than one place, I think, too.
Did it?
How about that? Maybe.
Yeah, I don't think so.
No, it was.
But y'all saw that before and after.
Bro, the whole landscape was missing, dog.
That was crazy.
Because you could see it when it blew up. You could see everything just disintegrate.
It's like that was
crazy.
Yeah, pray for them.
For real.
It was crazy. There's ways to donate too, so y'all can head to that.
Yeah. What was the country?
Lebanon.
Yeah, pray for Lebanon.
So I can't pronounce it.
Yeah.
All right, but back to the music.
Yeah, back to the music. Who you listen to now?
I just got done listening to who was on it? I can tell you right now, bros. I can tell you right now.
Cause I know we were heavy on the Don Toliver when we first came out. Yeah,
bro, it was hard.
Top album of 2020. I'm gonna stand by that. I'm gonna stand by that, bro.
But it was a good ass album.
It was a good album.
After Party, Cardigan, Can't Feel My Lip. Whole album is right. Yeah. But I was listening to Lil Key album this morning.
I gotta listen to that. I gotta check that out.
Yeah, I gotta check that out too.
Tuned in.
It's really some mid, but it's really some mid. Okay. Like the beat is nice, but yeah, he just some mid. He was screaming too much. Yeah.
I mean, he's speaking the truth, so
this is the thing. This is the thing.
So if you could change anything about how the industry like operates, would you, or do you have anything you would change? Like if you could make it your way?
If I could make it my way, I just wish more people, it's like people come up and then they want to hold things to themselves, or it's like, you know, they got their own little clique and then that's it. It's like Young Thug said it best. He want Jay-Z to show him how he got $1 billion so he can show everybody else how to get $1 billion. I'm just on that type of wave. Like I ain't really in for nothing for myself or in for it for just the money to be greedy. Like I want to see everybody eat. Like everybody in this room trying to see everybody blow up. You know what I'm saying? Want to do this again, but on a bigger scale. You know?
Ain't no fun if everybody around you ain't, you know.
Right. How you gonna be the only one at the top? Yeah. That is no fun. That's deep though.
Gotta put your people on.
For sure.
Some people make it and they be like, nah, I'm not gonna share how I did it. It's like, why?
Yeah, they switch
it. Stingy.
With their stingy ass. So with their stingy ass.
No, that's true facts though.
Yeah, man, but we appreciate you coming out this morning. You know, it was a good talk.
For sure,
good talk. Appreciate it. Go ahead and shout out your name again. Shout out your social media, where they can find you at.
StupidEddBoi. You can find me on all platforms except Twitter. It's gonna be StupidEddBoi, but the Twitter's gonna be BOY. You know what I'm saying?
So,
yeah.
Okay.
And if we were interested in buying beats from you, where can we get some?
Shit, you can hit the DM, bros.
DMs?
Yeah. So
that's it.
Straight like that.
Yes, that. Yeah, we should check them out.
Yo, this is StupidEddBoi. You are now tuned in to Baac Radio. Yo, this is StupidEddBoi. You are now tuned in to Baac Radio.
Hey, what's going on, man? It's Stone Simpson, Young Stone, with the Watermelon Messiah. You're now watching Baac Radio. In the meantime, you should go check out that new Lithified Young Stone piece out now everywhere. Yo, what's going on, man? It's Stone Simpson. You're now listening to Baac Radio. Go check out that new Lithified Young Stone piece out now everywhere.